This is ContactTalkRadio.com. Consciousness in action. And you are taking action into your consciousness by tuning into Contact Talk Radio.
And on TuneIn.com, Hing.fm, and UpSnap Mobile.
Contact Talk Radio.
Throughout the nation and around the globe, from his heart to yours, it's Dearjames Live on the radio, here on the Contact Talk Radio Network, bringing you intuitive insight, answers, and advice to your life questions.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dearjames Live. Express yourself. Tell it like it is, and then hear what Dearjames has to say. And today we are talking about wellness with the most amazing, sensational, savvy, spiritually inspired entrepreneurs behind the creation and launch of Wellness Universe. We are talking with Anna Pereira and Sherry Elise. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hi, James.
So very, very excited to have you both with me today. This has been an epic moment, I think, as we look back in the history of wellness. They're going to look back at history and they're going to say, that was a pivotal moment. And I wanted to find out from you as we dive in a sentence or two, tell our listeners right up front, what is Wellness Universe?
Okay, James, I'll take that. I want to say thank you, first of all, for having us here. The wellnessuniverse.com is a website. It's a resource for your well-being. It's actually a listing, a directory of authentic people behind the Facebook pages that create wellness in the world, and also the blogs that they create and featured articles. So it's all about wellness.
So it's all about culminating, and you guys have really gone out, and we're going to go into a lot of this, to the meat of this in the second half of the show. But so you've really taken and culminated, you've sifted through kind of what we call the wheat and the chaff, if you will, and of wellness, people that are doing inspired pages on Facebook about wellness. And you have culminated that into a directory that is searchable, correct?
Yes, exactly.
And that the two of you are standing is just impressive, because for everyone listening, the launch was last Friday. It was on January 23rd at 11:11 Eastern Standard Time. And it was really an amazing feat. It was an amazing act of energy that went into it. Once it happened, I want to ask you, Sherry, what on that day and that morning, you both woke up. Did you sleep the night before?
No, I don't think we slept the whole week before.
The whole 2 weeks before.
Yeah, there was and for full disclosure, I want to also add that Dearjames is a member of the Wellness Universe. And I brought these ladies on. Thank you. Yeah, I brought these ladies on because what they've created and what they've done for people is epic. And it really is, in fact, this statement or this testament to wellness and making it easy to find, because there are, I think, Anna, you had talked about, there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pages, business pages. Mm-hmm. And for you all to actually, take on the effort of vetting these pages was monumental, I would think. So
it's important.
Yeah.
Important to do.
And how, and so Anna, that morning, it's Friday night last week. How did it feel?
There was a blip in time that I don't remember anything. And it was at 11 in the morning.
She's like, am I still here? Am I on Earth?
Yeah, it literally was like landing on the moon, like touchdown. It was so epic. Like, we were just waiting for the site to go live. It's sort of like the curtain going up on opening night of the show. You're rehearsing for so long, and then you see the audience before you. So it was such an amazing feeling. Like, boom, there, the site was live. And every single body who is a member of the Wellness Universe now could exhale. Their space was created, and it just all came together at that moment. It was amazing.
And
what was great? Sorry.
Go ahead, Sherry. No, go ahead, Sherry. Go ahead.
What was crazy about that morning is that not only were we just excited, but you're still working at the same time because we as a team are still like, is this at 11:11? Is it going to go live? This person, we need to get this in order and that in order. And then there was the excitement. There was so much emotion going on, and then keeping the excitement of the group of the members. And I mean, and just us being able to stop for a moment and just take a breath and be like, we did this. You know, it was a beautiful day, and I barely remember too at the same time. So it was just, there was so much going on in that moment, but it was amazing. Amazing.
Such a beautiful gift in that culmination of energies. And, you know, it's something that I wanted to talk about because prior to you all founding the Wellness Universe, you know, you both come from having your own respective pages. And Anna's page is Circles of Inspiration, and Sherry's page is Sharing with Sherry. And, you know, cumulatively, you have over, you know, 1 million followers. So it's really amazing that talk to me, Anna, first about where that inspiration, how you started Circles of Inspiration, and then I'm going to move to Sherry with that same question, and she's going to talk to us about how you all met.
Okay, James. It's really interesting, actually, because I've always been an artist and creating something, and then I had a T-shirt line with these shirts that were inspiring and meant to help people through a spiritually connected design, the word blessed or angels or something like this. And then my lifestyle changed. I moved out of the country, and I started a jewelry line, which was much more easy to do from my home, which was the Circles of Inspiration. So I did that, and it was more of a hobby, and it wasn't this full-blown thing. And I said, let me create my Facebook page for it. And then when my Facebook page went up, about a week later, I said, you know what? I'm going to make this space available to people to really receive what it is that makes up me and makes up who I am and what I want the world to experience, what I believe in and what I have had happen in my life. So I want people to believe in themselves. I want them to be empowered. I want them to have happiness and love and joy and chase their dreams and just go with what they feel. And that's how my Facebook page really ended up turning into this inspiration metropolis, if you will, because it became slowly an inspirational page. And I barely and rarely post anything about my jewelry because, like I said, my jewelry is more like a hobby for me, but it segued me into opening up to what the divine was telling me to do all this time. And it's more about being inspirational and trying to help others through my story, and also learning about myself more and connecting with all of these beautiful souls that are on the other side of these inspirational pages and wellness pages and awareness pages. So that's really the short story about my page. It's turned me into somebody else, and it's created this. Yeah, I was going to say it's an interesting way that, you know, we often think in life that, you know, oh, I've got this idea or this dream and I'm going to go, or this act that I'm going to do, and I'm going to go this way. And then the universe, you know, lo and behold, sends you on this other beautiful journey that brings about so many other gifts. Beautiful is the key word. Yep. Yeah. It's just this beautiful, beautiful gift. And Sherry, you know, sharing with Sherry, you came to this, you know, because the element that I want to get across to everybody listening is also that these women walk the talk. They come from having created a page on Facebook and having the inspiration or the drive or the, you know, the openness to put themselves out there. And that's what so many of the wellness members, the Wellness Universe members, have done, and that's why they were chosen. And so, Sherry, what was your path in your journey? It was sharing with Sherry. Tell us about that.
Well, the truth of the matter is that I think I came out of my mom, out of her womb already speaking. So if you give me a social media platform or somewhere where I can talk, I'll be there. In all honesty, acting is in my blood. It's what I've always wanted to be. And so I grew up pursuing the acting career. But with that, I always loved just seeing people smile and feeling good. And I never understood what it was. It was just a drive within me to always want people to be happy and to smile. And as I went through my own journey, which included at a young age sexual abuse and some other things, I ended up discovering through my life how the more that I healed and the more that I went through and the more that I discovered, the more I wanted to share it. And I started sharing, I remember back in the MySpace days, just leaving, those bulletins and leaving quotes that inspired me. And it journeyed into Facebook, and it journeyed into me turning a video camera on and just talking about what I was going through, talking about what I've been through, inspiring people, getting people to see that who they are is enough, and that, you can, your circumstances do not define you. So it just basically naturally evolved. And I realized finally that I made a lot better me than I did playing a character. And that inspiration to want to do that and have a talk show and do all that and just be able to help people the way that I've been helped. And that's where sharing was sharing. So I just share everything, every thought, every emotion. I break out into song, whatever it is, just to build people back up. I like to rebuild spirits and, just reignite the lights that I believe everybody has.
And it's an interesting aspect between all of the pages, all of the members of the Wellness Universe. I mean, the modalities that they cover, and we're going to go into that more in the second half of the show. But, the interesting part about when they're authentic, when you speak with your authentic voice, and, in Sherry's instance, when you use that as a platform to free yourself, if you will, to really come out and share and free it, you can see between these two amazing women the force behind the Wellness Universe. If you haven't heard and felt the enthusiasm, I did at 3:37 this morning because I literally went to bed last night early, and I'm sharing this for a second because I just laughed. I knew it was going to be an amazing interview and day because I woke up literally at 3:37. I'm like 33, master number, 7, miracles. And I'm laughing and I go, really? You want me up at 3:37 in the morning? And they were like, the ladies are already up. Let's get going. So this is the kind of energy and excitement that is behind the Wellness Universe. Sherry, tell us how you all met. How did this come together?
Well, it came together, Anna's vision. Anna had a vision, and all I know is that she reached out and explained with excitement that you're talking about what her idea was. And basically, would I be interested in jumping on board? And immediately, there wasn't a question. I saw it, I felt it, and it wasn't, as I just stated previously, I have my ideas of what my life goals are, but what was the intention behind it and underneath it to help heal the world, to help bring something good to the planet, how could I not jump on board? And it was a big lesson for me because, we all say we want certain things, and then we also have to let go of the outcome, and things show up not always how you expect, like it, wrapped in a perfect little package with a bow around it. And here was everything that I had asked for, which was a way to help people. And Anna had this amazing vision, and I jumped on board. We started meeting on Skype just, to discuss the idea. And then a couple of months later, I went and met her in New Jersey, and we had a group meeting, and it just has naturally evolved from that, all from her idea and from me believing in it.
And something that's really amazing about this, and Anna, I want you to speak to this, the listeners to understand that you all did not know each other prior to this, and you don't live in the same town. You did all of this over social media. You did this via social media. And I just want you to speak to, because the point in that for me that I want to share with the listeners is the fact that you can make epic change come about. You can pursue dreams and follow them. You can change lives. You just have to be willing to do it in whatever mode comes about. So, and for the fact that you two didn't know each other, and how did you search her out? How did it come about? How did it even come to you to do that?
Well, I've always been inspired by Sherry. I've always been impressed by how she conducts herself on her page, and I always I always look at everything from a multifaceted perspective. I look from the real person, the genuineness, the authenticity, also the spirit behind the person, the spirituality part, and the business side. Because if this is going to happen, everyone needs to have their head on straight and focused on the same goal, because it's not like we invite over 500 people to come together that we're going to give them something and then, we ourselves can't deliver. So when I approached Sherry, I saw the way that she conducted herself as a businesswoman through a spiritual and empowering and motivating business, that this was the type of person that was completely in alignment with my vision, and she would be able to carry the baton. She would be able to do this. And is exactly what I've said all along. And I always say, if you research any of the posters that I've put up, over 2,000 of them from the beginning, I've always said, follow your dreams. Things will show up. Fairy tales are inspired by fairy tales, and there is that part of life that you have to trust in what your heart is telling you and go for it. And Sherry was the one that I believed is meant to be with me on this mission and to create this with me. And so we will create together where everybody else can use to create their vision. And it is pretty remarkable that you can meet somebody over social media and, get so close to somebody and know their soul. And of course, we've seen each other since then many times and hung out and, done a couple things. But the roots were in social media. And it just shows you that you can move mountains, that if you have a dream, people will show up. Help is out there. There are like-minded people. You just have to trust and you have to be discerning.
Yeah, and it's a testament to the, the social connectivity and everything, and the ability that, again, the internet has connected the world, and that's the brilliance. And we're going to be coming back we're going to take a quick station break, and when we come back, we're going to really get into the meat of what is the wellness universe, how does it work, who are the page owners, what's behind them, that type of thing, and how you, the end user of thewellnessuniverse.com, will benefit and so forth. You're listening to Dearjames Live. Express yourself. Tell it like it is, and then hear what Dearjames has to say. You're listening to The Wellness Universe, The Interview. We'll be back after this station break.
The desire to be more consciously enlightened is innate. Do you feel there's more to life? If so, find the resource that's right for you by going to dearjames.com/resources. You are the reality you create. Make it a great one. When you ask a question, the universe hears you, and in a multitude of ways, they seek to communicate with you to provide the intuitive insight, answers, and advice you seek. From serious to silly, monumental to mundane, there's nothing the universe can't cover. Maybe the insight you receive is exactly the affirmation you were looking for. Then again, it may just give you a whole new perspective on things. And that's the beauty of the universe. Submit your question to Dear James at dearjames.com and click Ask.
The gift of giving is immeasurable. Give of your time, talent, resources, and money. Give not only because you can, but because by doing so, it is already coming back to you. As a people, we are only as strong as the least among us. Together, we harness the power of the collective whole and see through our deeds the power of miracles, both large and small. Find the charity that's right for you by visiting www.dearjames.com and click on Charitable Giving. One person or kind act really does make the difference.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dearjames Live. Express yourself. Tell it like it is, and then hear what Dearjames has to say. Today, we are talking to the Wellness Universe, the founders behind this epic movement. And Anna, Sherry, coming back from the break, Anna, speak to the fact of when we talked about what is Wellness Universe, and we understand that it's a directory of vetted Facebook pages, and there's original blogs and reblogging and so forth. And it's going to be obviously far more than that. But tell us what the need was. Why did you want to create Wellness Universe?
Whew, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff there. Well, we are all people, and we all have been gifted with the desire or the divine inspiration to get out there and share our story, share our word, share our inspiration with the world. And unfortunately, the platform that we all use, Facebook, is kind of a double-edged sword. It's been this amazing, amazing, amazing resource that allows us to connect with billions of people all over the world. The first thing of its kind has ever happened like this. Nobody understood, the reach that you can have through having a Facebook fan page or business page. And Sherry and I see something different. We see the people who have their pages and their word, their individual voice. And it's becoming harder and harder for those people to be heard because of the way that Facebook runs their business, because it's a business, and that's fine. But that's really where the inspiration came from. It's like, gosh, all of these people have such great things to say and how they can help society and help people. And in that hour of need, when somebody is on their knees and they just need to reach out to somebody, that page owner who's a person who's offering help and support may just be there. And if you message them, they might answer you. And we're trying to bring together all of these authentic people that are genuine and inspiring and have something to really offer the world together in the wellnessuniverse.com directory. And that's really where we come from with this, to give the world the people that can help them, because in Facebook land, you can get lost. There's a lot of pages, a lot of information, a lot of, I call static, and you don't know which are genuine and which are not. And
right,
these are the people behind the pages.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there's a point where, you get into, in the best possible way, the abyss of Facebook.
Yes.
And you can't necessarily discern who's behind a page, or is it active, inactive? Is there somebody going that, versus those that are truly putting their heart and soul into their actual business page. And so, the Wellness Universe, you all have vetted these pages. You have, people apply, and
yes.
you have vetted these pages to look at their content and their, their authenticity and so forth. And something, Sherry, that I want you to speak to, if you will, is, the members behind this, because I want to share just a quick, I came to know about the Wellness Universe because of a dear friend, Debbie Wilson, who manages the Believe, Just Believe page. And one of the amazing things about that was that she would put through authentic posts, and she's an amazing writer. And then, of course, she would share other inspirational components and everything. But the interesting thing was that the one-on-one contact that she's had with people regarding her writings or her posts, where they write in or they reply to her and they create a dialogue. And in many times that dialogue for the person that reached out to her was, transformative. They didn't, and that is something where with all of these wellness pages. So Sherry, if you'll speak to, like the quality of the Wellness Universe members?
Well, I think to expand a little bit as well on what Anna said, I think we personally have felt the people that have reached out to us and the people that have been transformed, tons of emails of people that said, something you've said has changed my life. Something you did saved me from doing this. I mean, the stories that I could tell are amazing. And what has happened is that people, these page owners, want to do more of that. They want to give. And so, it's being limited by Facebook, what can be put out there. So we have gone to these pages and we have looked for people who are authentic in what they do. Their passion behind it is real. They're creating their own content, which means they're not just regurgitating what everybody else is putting there. They're not just out there looking for a like so they can have the most likes on Facebook. They're genuinely interacting with the people and genuinely want to help the world. And that's something that you can't buy. And that's something that you can honestly feel when you go onto a page and you look at it, immediately you know. And all of these people are working so hard to create their own posters, to write their own blogs, to do all of this. And the people that we have found are just people that need to be seen. It's like we want to just put them on a stage and put a spotlight on them and say, yes, you can help the world. Each one of these pages that we have put there and that we have put in our directory is literally somebody that can help save somebody's life, can help change the world. And there's amazing people, amazing souls. There's amazing work that's out there. And in the media, with all of the stuff that all we ever hear is about the negative, we want to be able to just do our part to show, no, there's some amazing people doing amazing things out there. And we feel that that's the people that we've put into the Wellness Universe.
Yeah, it's an amazing, we were talking about this beforehand, that it's like dipping into the well of wellness. And as the members, so I also want to, Anna, have you talk about if someone is listening and they own a Facebook page and wellness, and we're gonna bounce for a second but there's so many categories that you cover in the Wellness Universe. I mean, from emotional, environmental, intellectual, occupational, physical, social, spiritual. These are the main categories. And from that are all of these subcategories of what I'm calling practitioners or page owners, because some of these people are actual practitioners in their fields and so forth. Others are doing inspirations, meaning practitioners of inspiration. So it runs the gamut. So if someone's listening and they've got their page and they want to join the Wellness Universe, what do they do, Anna?
Okay, well, thank you for mentioning the categories, James, because some people, they just hear the word wellness and they assume it's about, medicine or health or your physical being. And we really want to make it clear that we are creating a space for the wellness of humanity. So those categories are very, very important. And through the people is how we're creating it, right? So the people who offer any type of original content on their page through their posters, their blog postings, their status updates, original content that they're creating, getting their voice across. If they're just a magazine type of page where they're just regurgitating information or taking information they find and posting it, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the true individuals or companies or organizations that have something specific to say that is interesting, engaging, and can help humanity. In any of those categories of wellness. Mostly we have right now emotional wellness, a lot of emotional wellness people. That's kind of our inner circle, how we started. But I would love to see more from the health industry, more from the environmental and like animal resources and animal awareness. I would love to see these people join us. So if you have a page that you post original content to, just means you post your stuff. And
right, your content. Exactly.
Your content, yeah. Because people they mix up when they find something on the internet, download it, and upload it to their page. That's not your stuff. That's not your word. And we're trying to find the people that have something to say and have an influence of some sort, have an inspiration of some sort that they're trying to get across. So the people who have something that is original, authentic, and genuine and is helpful and positive, that's what we're looking for. And then if you share content ethically, meaning you use share buttons, or, when somebody says share on my Facebook page, like you're looking at an article somewhere else or a blog post somewhere else, not that you download something and then upload it to your page. You use a share button so that way the link is intact for the original creator to receive the credit and the link back is to them. So it's okay to share content, to share your vision, to bring something to your audience that somebody else has posted that resonates with you. But it's about creative content that's yours and creative content that you share and not take from the internet and post up to your page. And they can just go to thewellnessuniverse.com, and we have a big button right on the front of the website that says join us. And you can fill out the application and it will be reviewed.
Perfect. And in that, because when you spoke about the being, very full with the emotional, the emotional side of it, it's a very interesting thing, certainly here on Dear James, it's all about the emotional body, the emotional wellness, because we forget about the soul. And so I'm always reminding people, lead with the soul, and the mind and the body will naturally follow, and we're so lopsided in the other direction that it's always in the mind and then to the body, and we forget the soul. And so with the Wellness Universe practitioners, and I'm using the word practitioners, but it's members. The members, you have over 600, correct? As of the launch, there was over 600 members?
Yes.
For the launch. And I want to talk about them joining. So, and just to recap quickly, if you want to be considered and so forth, go to thewellnessuniverse.com and click on the join button and submit your application. And they'll review it. And it really is an amazing network of people that are offering wellness. That's the beauty of the Wellness Universe. And it's crossing over so many different modalities. And so it's going to become the one-stop shopping place for you to easily find that wellness. Sherry, we talked about, kind of committed contributors and, the way that it's co-creation and collaboration, not competition between the members and so forth. Will you speak to that so that people understand as well, the listening audience, that this isn't typical. Typically you compete.
Right.
This isn't what this is.
Right. That's what I find so beautiful about the members that we have, is that everybody understands that is in the Wellness Universe, that there is enough room for all of us to shine, that each one of us has something specific that we and only us can bring to the world, that is unique to the world. So you might have a category or a keyword that has 100 life coaches, but everybody is supporting one another, because at the end of the day, whomever is supposed to find you will find you. And nobody in this group, which I find so beautiful, nobody here is worried about who's in my category. Is there going to be more competition? Everyone is just understanding that we all come together because the end game, the end result is all about the people and helping the world. And whomever can offer that, more power to them. Build them up, send them over. If there's somebody that comes to me that wants a coaching session and I don't feel that maybe that's my strongest point, I'll send them to somebody else. There's no competition in this world, because we believe the universe is abundant and there really truly is room for all of us. Yeah. And I find the members love it.
Yeah. And I noticed that as well. And when we actually post within the group on Facebook, there's not the typical self-promotion that's been customized, if you will, into a particular day to, so as to really look and support the other members, or to see them, that's the real beauty, is when you can see the authenticity of each member and you see the support and the excitement and the energy, it's contagious. And it's
so genuinely supportive of one another and really just encouraging and helping, and not wanting to hold back their wisdom or their knowledge because they're afraid someone else is going to get ahead. Just the whole competitive world that our society grows up in, there's none of that. And it's such like this beautiful environment that's being created at the Wellness Universe. And I just want the whole world to go.
Yeah, exactly. I know that's exactly how we came. That's why we're doing the show, because we want people to know about the Wellness Universe. As we come back, we're going to go to another station break. And as we come back, we're going to get more into the actual pages themselves, and the people, because ultimately, as I said to Anna and Sherry, the reason I wanted to bring the wellness universe to the forefront here on Dear James Live and have them on was because it's about the people and the stories and the passion, even sometimes the survival, behind these pages, the human element behind this, because we can get lost in the business of it, if you will, because it is a business in that sense. It's a directory and it's a business, but it's the people and the value that is behind that. And that is a really rich story. So as we come back from the station break, we will talk about the personal side of the wellness universe. You're listening to Dear James Live. Express yourself. Tell it like it is, and then hear what Dear James has to say. We'll be back after this station break.
Available for private, individual, group, and corporate consultations, Dear James will provide you with the intuitive insight, answers, and advice to your life questions. Schedule your consultation by going to www.dearjames.com and click on Consultation. The gift of giving is immeasurable. Give of your time, talent, resources, and money. Give not only because you can, but because by doing so, it is already coming back to you. As a people, we are only as strong as the least among us. Together, we harness the power of the collective whole and see through our deeds the power of miracles, both large and small. Find the charity that's right for you by visiting www.dearjames.com and click on Charitable Giving. One person or kind act really does make the difference.
When you ask a question, the universe hears you, and in a multitude of ways, they communicate to you the intuitive insight, answers, and advice you seek. Ask Dear James a question and experience the magic of the universe. Visit dearjames.com and click Ask.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dear James Live. Express yourself. Today is all about wellness, speaking with the founders and creators of the wellness universe, Anna Pereira and Sherry Elise. And ladies, before we get into the heart and soul, the people behind the pages, I want to go to one of our first callers, Juliet Miles. Hello, Juliet.
Hi.
Hi.
Juliet.
Welcome.
Hi. Thank you.
How are you?
It's just, I have goosebumps.
Hi, Juliet.
Hi, love. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I'm in tears. You have no idea. You have no idea. This is just, it's like a prayer. It's like a dream come true. I put my page is it's not a business. That's why I love this conversation that you're having. It's just a dream to touch as many souls as possible. I found myself, lost in losing my entire 23-year career out here in Orange County like everybody else. I went down with the ship in '07 with real estate.
Right.
And, there wasn't a job to save my life. I was an escrow officer and a notary out here. And my 165-year-old company went bankrupt. And, there you are. And it was a dream.
Yes.
It was a magnificent gift, my unemployment. And I'm so grateful for you guys. I started this cause, Stop Bullying Ambassador, a humble little page. And I thought, whatever I could throw on there, I would. And as the journey evolved, it's just been amazing. I mean, it's just a humble little page, and I don't have a team. You guys are my team now. And you guys are my team. And I never gave up. My mother and I both got diagnosed the last year or so with the breast cancer, and we're survivors. And now I'm back full force with you guys. It's like God said, okay, here you go. You're not giving up. I'm giving you a team.
That's so beautiful.
My gosh.
And it's been amazing. It's been amazing with you guys. So my page is there, the Stop Bullying Ambassador page, and through this journey since 2010, it started with a journey of bringing a sculpture, actually, to Oprah Winfrey. And that's a whole 5-year journey to get her that special gift for her girls' school in Africa. And I went to her conference, jumped on a plane, and went to the Live Your Best Life conference. And Gayle King accepted the sculpture on behalf of Oprah, and I had the most amazing time, as you can imagine, with 6,000 women at this Live Your Best Life weekend. And I got home, and I thought, I'm done. That was my journey. That was my message. You matter. You're enough. This beautiful, beloved Oprah sculpture. And God went, nope, you're not done. And I woke up 24 hours later with the Greater Omnipresent Domain, the GOD, which is my business now. And it means a present state of self-love everywhere, anywhere, and always. And it was my little way to put some GOD back into the world, because I truly believe God is love, and I'm love, and you're love, and we're all the essence of love. And I wanted to empower that back into the lives of our children and our adults and our seniors, and for everybody to know they can be a Stop Bullying ambassador, and they can step out into the world. We have so many beautiful gifts inside, just like all of these amazing people and inspirators and authors that have come to this wellness university. And it's like everything I could have ever dreamed. This is everything I've posted about. You have gifts in your soul, and I've inspired veterans and people all over the world. My ebook got the World Award with the Master.
Juliet, though, I have a question. I have a quick question. I'm going to jump in here.
Sure.
What about Wellness Universe?
Wellness Universe is a directory now like no other. When you go to the Wellness Directory, it's Wellness Directory. I think it's thewellnessdirectory.com is the website, correct? I want to say it right.
Universe.
No, the wellnessuniverse.com.
Wellnessuniverse.com. And you plug in, whatever you're looking for. Like me, I'd be under inspirational author or anti-bullying or self-love. You key in your tag words, and it'll find you the expert in that field. If you are looking for a life coach, I have other pages too, but my specific page with the Wellness Directory is the Stop Bullying Ambassador, and my other pages are going up there too. But this is my baby, and it'll direct people to my life coaching and the other pages. But that's what's so amazing about this whole thing, is that it's a directory for self-care, self-love, inspiration, empowerment. Anything that you need help with, addiction specialists. It
runs the gamut, doesn't it? It just runs the gamut.
And
we wanted to say to you,
the gamut
Juliet,
of the best in the industry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to say to you, thank you so much. You're a fellow Wellness Universe member, and thank you so much for calling in. We're gonna jump back into the actual meat of the story. The people, like Juliet, the story. I mean, their Anna and Sherry is a story that you come from a place of, this place of loss, the loss of a job, the loss of, the fear of a health scare, a health concern. And from these human, these real lives, these human lives are born Facebook pages. And this is one element of it. And then there are, as Juliet pointed out, she's not quote unquote a business, but then there are actual practitioners that have these pages. So let's talk about the face, the story, the realness behind the pages, behind Wellness Universe. Anna, talk to me about, why is this passionate to you? Why, this was not an easy chore. This is, for both of you, for everybody involved, but for the two of you, this is an epic challenge, an undertaking. What's the passion behind it?
It's just that I know that there's so many people that are out there through some sort of they're getting a soapbox, and they may not be genuine, and there may be a privilege behind why they're so popular. But these are your independents. These are your people who are genuinely passionate about what they do. These are your neighbors next door, your, the moms that you cross paths with when you pick up your kid at school, that you don't know the plight that she's gone through, and she has a place now to be able to help others. These are the people that suffer in silence, that put up a Facebook page to be able to help others without having, a group in their community. And these people are real, and they really want to help, and they're getting out there through the wellnessuniverse.com and through being a member of the Wellness Universe. That's the passion. I know that these people want to help. Like Juliet, it was clear. It's clear in her voice. It's clear in her message. She wants to get out there and help people, and that's what it's about. And some have a business, and some don't. And some are being groomed, if you will, to segue themselves into a business, because when people become a business, they just have more of themselves to offer other people. It's not bad to have a business around what you're passionate about doing, because then you're organized, then you get people around you, and you can help more people. So it's this amazing, amazing inner sanctum, if you will. The group itself of the members is a whole nother thing aside from the directory. The directory is the show on stage, if you will, and the members and the group behind it all, of the members themselves, are the ones behind the curtains, the ones, doing everything that needs to be done for the show to happen.
Exactly. And something in that, because again, it's taking all of these thousands or millions, of Facebook pages and weeding them down to, the cream of the crop of wellness, of people that are actually there, live, authentic, working their pages in the sense of wellness and in bringing wellness and healing. And the interesting story in that is, if you listen to Juliet's story in a certain way, and certainly with Sherry, as she said earlier in the show, you find that the journey of the page starts healing you. Mm-hmm. There's this two-way, it's reciprocal. And, Sherry, one of the pages, there was one that really captured me. It's Died by Suicide in memory of David A. Deal. And it's ran by his sister. And, I just found the beauty, the personalness, the personal nature, the challenge in managing that page of losing your loved one and wanting to reach out and help or talk or assist someone. And so, talk to me about your passion, about why, Anna comes to you with this vision and you sign on. But what's the passion behind it for you?
Well, my personal belief is that all of us are handed a deck of cards, basically, a deck that's tailor-made for us, a hand. And I believe each one of us helps one another along our journey and each one of us has to experience our own thing to be able, and then we learn the lessons and we're able to guide and help somebody else through it. And so I don't think that there's one of us that doesn't have something to offer. And the fact that there are people that want to give of themselves and are so passionate about helping other people. That's what my passion is to be able to give a voice for everybody, because at the end of the day, when all of us come together, the reason why, in my belief, that we have the anger and the wars and all this is because people aren't well inside. People have issues within their own selves. And when you can help somebody become more happy, more joyful, more connected to their own souls, then they walk out into the world more joyful, more connected, and there's less anger, less, violence, less all of that. And so the fact that we're able to find these people that do feel this and are willing to help and want to, why wouldn't we want to highlight the Juliet Miles? Why wouldn't we want to highlight the people that are doing and making a difference every single day in this world? And when she came to me, I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's spread more love, more positivity, more goodness out on this planet, in the universe.
And the universe,
let's cause another big bang.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, because, the universe is going to respond. They're going to come back and I just wanted to go into some of these other topics quickly. We're coming down to the last few minutes of the show. But, in terms of categories and people that you'll find there, from addiction to self-esteem, suicide prevention, intuitives, healers, holistic health, inspiration, life coaches, the physical aspects or physical fitness, environment. I mean, there's just so many different wellness pages there. And these two ladies have made it easy. They've taken the rough work out of trying to search through, because you can't really search through Facebook. That is one of the difficult, challenging things, is that unless you have the exact name, it's very challenging to search it. And beyond that, it's not the entire pool. It's a vetted crop of the best in wellness. And that's what we're looking at with the Wellness Universe. Kind of parting thoughts from each of you. Anna, if there's one thing that you want to say to the listeners about the Wellness Universe, what would it be?
All I know is that I hope that the public embraces this and sees it for what it is, because it's nothing but the good, nothing but the positive, nothing but to make a great positive impact on their lives. And we're hoping it does, because we have really great plans beyond this to create bigger and better space for these people to, as Sherry said, she wants everybody to have a voice. This is exactly what we want. We want to hand everybody their own microphone, and you'll be heard. And that's what we want the Wellness Universe to develop into and evolve into.
Beautiful. And Sherry, your parting thought.
I think wellness should be a household name. I think that everyone should be talking about it. Everybody should be involved in becoming their best selves. And I believe that the Wellness Universe will help guide and enable people to be able to do that. It's all at their fingertips. It's a one-stop shop for inspiration. And we want the whole entire world to feel good.
Yep.
Well, I just want to say to both of you ladies, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, James.
Because truly what you have done and what you're creating takes tremendous energy, tremendous time, resources, and so forth. And it's incredibly commendable. And so I thank you very much for the honor and the privilege of having you on the show today.
Thank you, James.
You're most welcome. And to all of the listeners and certainly to all of the Wellness Universe members, just a heartfelt thank you for what you do. We come into life and sometimes we fight and we struggle and we search to find our way. And what you are offering in each one of your modalities of wellness is an opportunity for someone else to have a better life.
Oh, God, that's great. Yes.
To see that not only do you matter, but the people coming to you will have that connectivity with you. They'll have that ability to reach you. And so I just say to you, keep shining, keep writing, and keep providing all of this beauty, all of this wellness, and keep being inspired by Anna and Sherry, because they're the torchbearers here. They are the ones leading this beautiful moment, and are the creative force behind the excitement that I see. And so just to all of you fellow members, kudos to you for being chosen, and kudos to you for really living up to the dream. It's your dream, and you're making it a reality. And these ladies just made it easy to put it out there on the stage. So thank you all for such an amazing, amazing show. It's thewellnessuniverse.com and at thewellnessuniv. That's the hashtag for on Twitter. But you
handle,
can
yeah.
The Twitter handle, exactly. So you can go to www.thewellnessuniverse.com. Check it out. Join if you're a practitioner. And as I say, no matter where you are or whom you're with or what you're doing, wrap yourself in goodness. We'll be back next week.
You've been listening to Dear James Live on the radio with your host, Dear James. Gain intuitive insight, answers, and advice to your life questions and so much more by tuning in next week and visiting DearJames.com.